Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, I'm Ian. Today we have two helmets.
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah, non-alcoholic. Oh fuck, where are those patches? But
Shit! Oh, I don't have that patch on my helmet.
oh man.
There we go. We got the hat.
Yeah, I got that.
Corey.
Thank you, Corey. Anyway, today we're talking about Team Wendy and their helmets. Eric and I have two different, yet very, very similar helmets here.
Well, they are very similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah, different setup, but for all intents and
I've
purposes.
also owned mine for a lot longer than you have.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, you've got the LTP version.
I have the Exfil LTP, which I think stands for like lightweight tactical polymer or something like that. Yeah, some nonsense, and it's lightweight polymer shell. It's got a molded in night vision shroud, which actually has an aluminum insert for extra durability.
It's a Wilcox insert, I believe.
It is a Wilcox insert, and it is very, very well molded in. It's very well anodized, as you would expect from Wilcox. And then it has the Team Wendy side rails, which now are the old gen.
Yeah.
I've had this since 2016.
Yeah, I've so this is the Exfil ballistic that I have. I use this for work when I'm over in random.
Use this for work.
Specifically the older version. I think it's the Aramid version. It's got a little bit of polyethylene in here, but it's still not a full polyethylene helmet. But that doesn't really matter a whole lot because what we're talking today.
But it's rated to level 3A. Correct?
Yeah, it's level 3A.
NIJ.
Yeah, NIJ level 3A rated. It's a helmet.
And it's ACH bump impact rated.
It is. Yes, that is also true.
Or exceeds it.
I think it actually exceeds it because Team Wendy's
Yeah.
whole thing is impact protection.
That's why I bought this one. So Team Wendy, some background on the company, was actually founded by a man whose daughter died in a skiing accident.
Yeah.
Largely due to inadequate head protection. So he started this helmet company making climbing gear and making climbing and skiing helmets because of the inspiration that his daughter's death gave him to create this wonderful product that I've been using for 4 years and think is an absolutely amazing helmet system for anything I've had to use it.
Oh yeah, they're great. I mean, they're on par with stuff like Ops Core. They're on par with stuff like I guess.
I'd argue they're ahead of Ops Core.
They're ahead of Ops Core as far as retention and liner system goes.
Yep.
Maybe an aftermarket support for their side rails. They're not quite there. However, the overall geometry of the helmet and the overall impact protection you get from this helmet's ahead of Ops Core. But one thing you're going to notice right off the bat from these helmets is that they're all high-cut helmets. They kind of have that operator look to them. They're kind of dedicated to the special operations side of things, or in your case, the bump helmet side of things.
Yes, which is dedicated to,
Airborne operations, stuff like
airborne operations, airsoft, anything.
Looking like an operator.
I don't think they care too much who's buying their helmets as long as people are buying their helmets.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But I think this is the design they arrived at when thinking of what they want to build as a ballistic or operator helmet. They want to have room for your ear protection. They want it to have this really nice cam fit system, which is the absolute unique thing from Team Wendy that they also sell for ACHs and Ops Cores. So one of the things about Team Wendy that is interesting is whether you buy a Team Wendy helmet or not, odds are decent you're gonna put a Team Wendy product in your Team Wendy helmet. Because the ACH and the Ops Core helmets, a lot of people buy the Team Wendy cam fit system because it's a very, very nice cam fit system. And they just pull it out to let it loose. Or they'll buy the Team Wendy liner and pad systems because they are by far the most comfortable pad systems I've ever used in any helmet.
Yeah, they're also impact rated very, very well. But they follow that, the actual helmet itself follows that same sort of silhouette as something like an Ops Core helmet. It's high cut. It comes with rails on the side of it to mount whatever cool doodads you want, whether that's ear pro, contacts.
Velcro, of course,
Velcro, of course, to put all your neat patches and mantle lights and stuff like that.
And the bump helmet comes with a rear retention strap for any counterweights or battery packs that you want to put on the back.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I got just straight up Velcro for my battery pack, but otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing across the board for the LTP. I think they have a carbon as well.
Yep, they have a carbon fiber variation, which I think is lighter.
Yeah, it is lighter. They've got the ballistic version. They've got a brand new polyethylene ballistic version. but they all kind of follow the same thing, or same sort of methodology as far as the helmets go. All have the same sort of side rails, although there's a new generation of side rails.
There is a new generation of side rails, which has Picatinny at the front, a smaller segment of Team Wendy proprietary railing, and then I believe it's pretty much the same from the back.
Yeah, pretty much. So there's not a huge number of differences between the two of them. I think you might.
The nice part is if you want to mount something like this Princeton Tech light that I put on here, you won't have to take one of the included Picatinny sections from the helmet, install it, screw it in, and have that slightly bulkier side profile. Instead, what you'll have is you'll have this thing up slightly further but closer to the helmet without having to do any work to install the Picatinny rail for it.
Yeah, pretty much any accessory that you're going to want to throw on this helmet or on the side rails, it's going to be compatible with. I mean, there's plenty of different companies like Agilite.
There are versions of most helmet compatible products for Team Wendy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Helmet covers might be the one thing you kind of struggle with, but Team Wendy sells their own covers in multicam, coyote, and black. I bought this coyote one and spray painted it green, which is an idea I stole from Airsoft Obsessed Dave. And that's how I have a green helmet cover for my Team Wendy.
Not to mention the fact that the helmets themselves, they can come in multicam black, multicam arid. I think the whole family of multicam.
And you can get anything custom made.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, no, the helmet itself comes dyed that.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah, they've got
It's been so long since I bought my helmet, I forgot even what all options they offer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the pricing on helmets like this is kind of on par with stuff like OpsCore.
Well, that's the thing. OpsCore used to be cheaper. You used to be able to get an OpsCore Impact helmet, the fast bump, for like $200.
Yeah.
Now they're $250 to $300, whereas the Team Wendy is $300 flat, pretty much. So for $300 flat, you get, it's a lighter helmet than the OpsCore fast bump.
Yep.
You get it with a better liner system and a better suspension system.
Absolutely, yeah.
So to me, why does it make sense to buy an OpsCore bump unless for like an impression or something when you can spend almost the same amount of money on something that I think is a better helmet system overall in terms of raw comfort of wear for long periods of time.
Yeah.
And I've worn this for a long time. I use this with night vision. I use this with all kinds of different systems for camera recording and whatnot. This by far is the helmet that made me actually use a helmet for airsoft. I never used airsoft helmets previously because I got a big fucking head. I had to buy an XL Team Wendy to get anything that would fit.
Yeah.
And I bought a Team Wendy, and I still swear by Team Wendy for the reasons of everything I just said, is that it's got this wonderful liner system. It's super comfortable. It's very lightweight. It's very well balanced. And even in my ACH that I bought for TF Keg, I put a Team Wendy liner system because it really is the best you can get right now.
Absolutely.
I've seen you put a fucking cam fit in there.
Yeah. There are plenty of people who run cam fits, and at least I've seen in my time in the Army, there are plenty of people who run cam fits in their ACHs. And as far as like the actual service record of something like an Exfil ballistic, because you don't see them nearly as often as something like
Well, OpsCore got a lot more contracts.
Yeah, OpsCore got a lot more contract, but like Australian SF are using Team Wendy's, various other government organizations are using Team Wendy's. It's a battle-proven helmet, and it's of the utmost quality. It is a phenomenal helmet system.
What does your ballistic cost?
I think I got a military discount, but I think the standard retail price on their website's around anywhere from $1,000 to $1,100, depending on if you catch a sale. Yeah. It's got that same sort of OpsCore price.
Well, ballistic helmets in general, unless you're buying a surplus ACH, are expensive.
Yeah, they're pricey. And then, I mean, honestly, you can go way more expensive and get something like a Revision Cayman. You can get an MTech Flux, and they exceed this by like $800. Actually, this might be the cheapest high-cut ballistic helmet on the market right now because the new...
Well, unless you go like Hardhead Veterans or some China-made garbage that's not really rated.
Don't buy China-made garbage. Get yourself something that's actually made in the U.S. because... I mean, compared to like a fast SF, I think that's like $1,800 now. Everything that's starting to move to polyethylene is going to be way more expensive. They've got a version of this in polyethylene. I want to say it's around $1,500. The future of helmets is going to be in polyethylene, and it's going to be more expensive than aramid. It's just kind of the way it goes. But anyway, yeah, Team Wendy, phenomenal product. 100% recommended.
I really, really like my Team Wendy helmet.
Thank you, Corey.
For the amount of the thing is, for airsoft purposes, right? Everyone wants a replica helmet.
Yeah, everyone wants a replica helmet. And honestly, you can even get replica Team Wendy helmets with replica cam fit liners and replica Epic Air pads. And to be honest, they might be a better choice than something like a FMA Ops Core or something like that.
I mean, I've been using enough of the clone Team Wendy's, but what I'm going to say is if you want a helmet, and you're not going for an impression, of course, right? Because like impressions are going to call for different helmets. But if you're just shopping for a helmet that you can use freestyle, the quality and the features of the Team Wendy helmet, to me, especially in the Exfil LTP, they really justify its price. Especially if you're like me, you've got a big head, and you've got to find an XL helmet. Reproduction helmets in XL don't really exist.
No.
Except, I will say, the PTS MTech Flux fits me. And that's something I can't say for most other replica helmets.
I would say as far as clones go, the PTS is probably, or the MTech Flux from PTS is probably the best one on the market.
PTS knocked it out of the park with the MTech Flux. If you're looking at a PTS MTech Flux for, like, I think they go for $120
yeah.
Something like that. If you're looking at one of those, they're very good helmets. And again, if you don't really care about an impression, they're very good helmets. But if you want that cam fit system and you want that liner system that Team Wendy has, just spring for the fucking Team Wendy.
It's $300 for the LTP, which is their cheapest
and you're going to
option.
buy it once. I've had this for 4 years. I've used the hell out of it. I've enjoyed the hell out of it. I've gotten my money's worth.
Mine, I've only had it for around a year, but I deployed with it. I wore it in various capacities, and I haven't had it fail me yet. It's phenomenal. It's extremely high quality. Shroud's phenomenal. It will support your nods no matter what the fuck you're running. And I have literally no complaints about it other than I didn't buy the super light version made of polyethylene. Because when you start throwing a lot of shit on it, it starts to get heavy.
Yeah.
Beefy.
It's a beefy helmet, yeah.
LTP doesn't have that problem. If you have your own experiences and thoughts on Team Wendy, be sure to leave them in the description or, in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit, or unsubscribe if we made you super mad because we didn't talk about Hillary Clinton's emails.
Yeah.
Wait, now we
Peace.
talked about it.
Oh, fuck. Take it easy, y'all. You have a good one.
Thank you for watching this video from Gun Gamers. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Check the description below if you'd like to buy a t-shirt or a patch, and use the coupon code JUDY10 for 10% off of your next order at Amped Airsoft. Thank you again for watching, and praise Judy.
Eric, that's some special liquor there, isn't it?
It is some very special liquor here.
Where'd it come from?
This came from our lovely channel liquor sponsor, a man named Jeff. Thank you very much, sir. I fully intend to make it out to your liquor store one of these days so that we can meet in person and exchange a toast together. This is a Knob Creek Select Rye, and this apparently is only available at the Knob Creek Distillery. This is not distributed within the United States otherwise.
Yeah.
So, very, very excited to be able to take a taste of this. I cheated and I had some already, but I'll be sure to give you my thoughts anyway.
I was going to say cheers, but...
It is as citrusy as you would expect from a rye. It's got a very aggressive front, and then, front, I guess is how you would say it immediately. It's an aggressive, bold flavor that starts off, but it rounds out into a dry sort of sweetness with that citrus note and the rye really shining through. You can taste some of the barrel toasting on the aftertaste, or maybe that's because it had some wine before this.
Hold on, let me get some...
Because I am chasing a Chianti with this, so...
Tastes like liquor.
Liquor, I don't even know her.
It tastes like very good liquor, and thank you again, Jeff Smith.
Yeah. Thank you also for the Nika from the barrel. From the cask, from the barrel.
Yeah,
so good. There's also some Georgetown Stag that's really, really good as well.
And we're saving the rest of it for when we can get together with Kaylee.
That is true. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about a couple of really, really...
Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, hey, who are you?